Hello, folks. This is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Um, yeah, and sometimes I hope that I'm living up to that moniker whenever I hit the air. Thank you for joining me here. Uh, Whether you're part of the replay gang or a part of the live interaction in the clouds, or you are participating in the live chat, making comments, I really appreciate you being here. Yeah, I wasn't able to go on the past couple nights. I wasn't feeling well. For a couple reasons, but yeah, I'm back now. I'm fully, recovered. And let's get to it. It's my purpose of this show is just to make it for the people who say that racism doesn't exist, and we all know in this cruel world that perception is key. Perception is key. People like to what they visualize, what they see with their eyes. They like to do that rather than to sit up there and speculate and try to make things into something they aren't. Yeah, so let me give some shout outs real quick. Shout outs to the members of the channel. Whatever reason you're still here, I really appreciate it. Members of the channel are as follows: Greg, Aaron P, Phil, Brad, Gone for Milk, Indigo Flow, D Rock Den, American Negro News, Mr. Me Too, Barry Little, Yamcha 11, Black Pearl, Andre 420, Black Light Revelations 2, Revelator, The Spirit of Variance, Detroit 313, The Builder's Table, Anasaur of Seed. Um, Thanks for wanting to see me succeed here from month to month. I really appreciate it. All right. Yeah. And help me fight this algorithm shit. Okay. Yeah, please help me fight it. I got a lot to say. Um, so so we're gonna be discussing the Sonia Massey a little bit, but we're also gonna discuss, something that I've noticed growing up, and is how these motherfuckers get more chances than you. They will always get the chances you don't, black man. And I think that we are fully aware of this. I think we're fully aware of this. I don't think that we're a bunch of dumb motherfuckers in this space. We're a bunch of smart motherfuckers. So I mean, everybody's putting this guy Sean Grayson on blast all over social media, all over the media. And this is an article I pulled up from CNN. Said the deputy's fatal shooting of Sonia Massey highlights risky practice of hiring America's legion of wandering officers. Uh, yeah. So, so the article says the Illinois sheriff's the deputy who gunned down Sonia Massey in her home last month is now listed as suspended on a statewide registry of officers who have been fired, forced to resign, or had the law enforcement licenses revoked due to misconduct. The suspension of former Sangamon County Sheriff Deputy Sean Grayson's law enforcement certificate came only after he was fired and charged with murder. On July 6th, Grayson responded to a report of a prowler at Massey's home. That's Sonia Massey. Body cam footage from another deputy showed Massey saying she rebuked Grayson, and the former deputy threatened the 36-year-old woman. The encounter ended with Grayson shooting Massey in the head and failing to render aid. And okay, so this is saying a little bit about his resume. After being discharged from the Army for serious misconduct and a history of driving under the influence, Grayson was employed since 2020 by six Illinois law enforcement agencies, and three of them as part time officer, employment records show. Grayson is part of what law enforcement officials and experts call America's Legion of Wandering Officers, who drift from police department to police department, sometimes even after being fired, forced to resign, or convicted of a crime. Hmm. hmm. Uh, so yeah. So this guy has DUIs. He was discharged from the army. Yet he was allowed to be a police officer to serve and protect the citizens of whatever area he had jurisdiction in. Uh, Um, and that wasn't to be the case with Sonia Massey. So my wondering is always is, and I guess we don't have to wonder that much, is why is it? Oh, and this is the video. This is the body cam video. Why is it that these yahoos keep getting chances? Is it race? Is it race? Do they have this skill set that is so impeccable that it makes them attractive to employ law enforcement agencies that need officers? uh, I don't know if people have been getting their channels hit for showing this body cam footage, but I'll try to stop it before anything graphic. So let me play this for you real quick.
You called us.
Okay.
So what'd you hear?
Somebody keeps outside my house.
Yeah, this is quite disturbing. So, like I said, I'll try to stop it before anything happens. So she called them, and she ended up dying for it.
Illinois State Police released body cam footage showing the final moments of Sonia Massey's life, the Springfield area woman who was fatally shot by one of the responding deputies to a 911 call she made. Massey called 911 because she thought an intruder was in her home, according to the lawyer representing her family.
We checked your yard. We walked around the whole block. We didn't see anybody.
Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson and another deputy responded to the call around 12:50 a.m., authorities said. The deputies searched the property and found no intruder. The deputies then asked Massey to check on a pot of boiling water on the stove.
Check on her. We don't need a fire while we're here.
Right.
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
Rebuke you in the name
You
of
better not. I swear to God, I'll you straight your face.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna stop it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there. So, according to the story, and what I hear, the defense that this Sean Grayson might use is that she was using deadly force with a pot of boiling hot water. Um, I don't get why you would go into this situation that scared of someone. I mean, I mean, I would probably try to back up, just to keep from killing someone. But why is the choice always killing someone? What's up, RPM? Why is the choice always you have to end this person? I mean, do these people not know how to dodge? I'm not saying like, hot boiling water is something else. I mean, it'll scald the fuck out of you. I've been hit with boiling water before. I mean, but it wasn't like it was a whole coverage thing. I wasn't severely injured. Um, yeah, but it didn't feel good. It didn't feel good. So, but how did these officers to deduce that this was a deadly situation? I mean, let's. I mean, I'm trying to think outside of emotion, but as a human being, if you are standing that far from a person with boiling water, why is the answer to kill that person? If you're standing that far, let's just use a little common sense here. I'm not sitting up here trying to make excuses or like try to get overly emotional, or shit like that. But shit, seeing stuff like this and then seeing the way a lot of us are reacting to it, it gets my blood pumping. It does. It gets my blood boiling. Okay, so what's good? I don't even think I shouted out the people in the chat. Revelator, the Spirit of Variance, Christopher the Conqueror, what's good? RPM, what's good? Christopher the Conqueror said there was no threat. She was far away from the pot. She went there and she was ordered. She never gave the inclination she was going to throw it. Yeah, she also they also ordered her to check on it. What's up, Barry Little? They ordered her to check on it. Go check on the pot. Go go check on the pots. I mean, it wasn't go check on the pot so I can shoot you, but it that might as well been it. That might as well been it. It's like there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that should have went down that way. Christopher said, the problem is the psycho had a gun and a badge, capability, opportunity, and intent. The deadly force triangle was not met. Did she actually throw any water? Is that just what's being said? I think that's just what's being said. That's the defense that Sean Grayson is going to use. That this was this she was using a deadly weapon. What I don't like about things like this is the fact that no one dances for and soft shoes for black men when black men are caught up in these situations. I haven't heard like one defense of a black cop shooting anyone. I mean, if someone would like to put a link in the chat, let me know. If there was ever a black cop that shot anybody that was defendant on a large scale, maybe the people who killed Walter Scott. I think there was white officers involved in that too. But wasn't nobody really going to bat for him like that, except like the court system, of course, who let those officers out. But all she did was say, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Now, I'm not a holy roller. I'm not. So I don't feel threatened by someone rebuking me in the name of Jesus. They're just words at this point. But I've been looking at this, like I said, especially from being from the state of Alabama. I've been seeing this kind of thing all the time. And not people just shooting folks and stuff, or cops just shooting defenseless women. I mean, they could argue about the hot boiling water all they want. They asked her to go check on it. And then when she rebuked him in the name of Jesus, she lost her life. Sad. It's sad, but it's like this man on the way into that position was fucked up. So how does he still have a job? How is he still able to get a job? Like me and Christopher the Conqueror theorize, shorthandedness. The crimes are not slowing down any, so I guess they need, they need hard-minded people to handle the job of criminal motherfuckers that are out there on the street. Which I mean is probably the mentality. All I'm saying is if Sean Grayson was black, then there's no way he would have made it to another department or had another job. It'd have been one job, it would have been his only chance. That's it. There's no way. Why do they keep getting chances? Why do they keep getting chances? They're undeserved. The people who will go out there and do harm to others. Why is it that they keep getting chances like this? He not only looks like your typical white supremacist, he has white supremacist tattoos. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what they say. It's WS. But some of y'all out there don't believe in WS. Some of y'all only believe that race is a social construct and we should all look at each other as Americans. You think if Sean Grayson looked at Sonia Massey like she was an American, a hardworking, thriving American citizen, that he would have reacted that way? No, I don't think so at all. You know what I think, nigga? That's how Sean Grayson looked at Sonia Massey, nigga. She wasn't worth her life. Her life wasn't worth anything to this guy. Mr. WS. Mm, sad thing. So, like I said, I bear witness to this kind of thing my entire life. You know, and they really do look out for each other. Them white guys really do look out for each other. They do. Shoot, I'd have worked at jobs where I seen white dudes come in late, come in drunk, come in all kinds of ways. They still get promoted. They still get all the raises. They get all of the perks that you would think a hardworking motherfucker would get. What up, going for milk? Hate these ads. Now, this is just not good optics at all. The way that video went down, trying to find a picture of this man. Should have had one set up. Like again, think about it. If you'd have had the record this man had, do you think you could have been gainfully employed? He drove drunk with a gun, suspended license. What were they thinking? This man looks badass. Let's hire him. He's American. He's white. And you know, I have my issues with my people sometimes. I do. I have my issues. I have my issues with my people sometimes, but it's only because I care. It's not because I want to see black people fail. It's not. And some of us darn sure take it that way. Yeah, there's a mugshot. Prick. All American hardworking patriot. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that he looked at Sonya Massey that way? I don't think so. I think he looked at her as a blatant N word. But the point is, he had such a horrible record going into that job. And I'm not saying that anybody who is black and wrong should be getting jobs. Like, why am I getting these big guys? Anybody who is anyone who is black and wrong should be getting a job. Here's what I kind of wanted to talk about for a little bit. I want to talk about how us as black people, we have this sense of fairness. Like we want to be fair and equitable to everyone, even though we, even though people aren't fair and equitable to us. And I think that shit is lame. I think that shit is weak. And due to everything, especially in the news and on a daily basis that you deal with as a black person, why wouldn't you want to try it that way? Well, we start looking out for each other, so to speak, instead of trying to be friends with everybody that don't want to be friends with us. And you know, I'm not the one that likes to mention other races, saying, "Well, other races do it," you know, but other races do it. Whites look out for each other. Mexicans look out for each other. Asians look out for each other. Shoot. Middle Eastern people look out for each other, especially when they come over here. They try to push this diversity culture, but when those communities come into America and they set up their own communities, there is no cultural diversity with them. Do you think you as a black person can get hired at any of their businesses? But if they come and do good work for you, you wouldn't mind hiring them. I mean, good work. I made it pretty descriptive. But who would you look at more so if All right, say it's a black owned store and you see a blacks applying for a job, you see a white applying for a job, you see an Asian applying for a job. Do you think that we would offhand trust the white and the Asian a little bit more than the black employees coming in? I know I may be trying to hurl an accusation somewhat, but I've seen it too many times. In spite of his red flag record, no charges of DEUI hired for him. Mm-mm. Yeah, he already had red flags out there, but he was hired in spite of. What I'm saying is this: all the things that we complain about as blacks, and as far as you know, facilitating opportunities for each other, the focus that is on racism. What I'm saying is this: we should be more self-aware as a people, because obviously every other group doesn't give a fuck, especially when it comes to you. Yeah. So that's why people like him is able to stay employed, able to stay taking care of whatever family they created. And with some of us, we don't even want to see we don't even want to see each other at least get our car note paid. Shoot. What I'm saying is you got a society that's against you. And you also have many of your people that are against you as well. And a society that is for people like this. I'll shoot you in your fucking face. He said it exactly how he did it. And somehow there's a lot of people that's trying to let this man off the hook. There's a lot of course, there's a lot of white people that, go in any white Facebook group that discusses these issues, and what you'll find is a bunch of racists if white people are included. But then what pisses me off is that you got a lot of black people that's trying to justify this shit. What for what? A spot in the greater society? That shit is crap. Hmm. So, all right. So, best thing to do for you as a black man is to be as hard a worker as possible for yourself and not rely on this greater society to do anything for you. It is utter, absolute crap at this point, and we need not limit the chances that we can give each other. So I got 12 likes, and as usual, I have that one dislike. Serial dislike button masher. Thank you very much for your dedication. I don't know why you would dislike a stream like this, but I think that person just doesn't like me at the end of the day, and that's fine. Shit. Hey, there's a couple people out there that don't. But yeah. So let me ask you a question, chat people. Do you believe that race has anything to do with the fact, what up, Marcus Romero? With the fact that this motherfucker on this screen right here keeps getting chances? Do you think that it is a community thing? Do you think that it's hmm, a white thing? A greater society thing? What up, Greg? Why does people like Sean Grayson keep giving keep getting chances? Gone for Milk said race. Very Little said without a doubt, so I guess he agreed with whatever I said. Can we even deny if Sean Grayson was black that he would have gotten as many chances? He wouldn't have gotten that many chances from black people if he was black. Because like I said, we got this sense of fairness in our community. Oh, we got to do the right thing. What would Jesus do? Mm. Christopher the Conqueror. I don't know if race had anything to do with it definitively or not, but with that record was bound to happen. Shit sad. Mm. But did he walk in the office and when he was trying to get hired and they said that he was one of the good old boys? Mm. Uh, yeah, they sure framed this up pretty good in this article. White sheriff deputy Sean Grayson, who killed an unarmed black mom, Sonia Massey, in her kitchen after she reported a suspected prowler, needed high stress decision making classes. What the hell kind of class is that? Said he needed high stress decision making classes. Yet still he was allowed to be out on that field. What is that? I mean, I knew they do. I knew like some organizations they have sensitivity classes for for people who don't understand that all communities need deserve respect. You know how that it is. Very little said it isn't fairness; it's pathological self hatred. Mm. Oh, you saying? Oh, so what you're saying is the black person this sense of sense of fairness toward other groups of people besides other blacks is just nothing but self hatred. Okay, I got you. Carl from Mill said his nerves been shot and shit. Yeah, I mean, dude was unstable going into the job. So now we got people going out there saying justice for Sonia Massey, say her name, all this other stuff. Same thing with a Tatiana Jefferson. Same thing with Sandra Bland. Same stuff, man. Now, a Tatiana Jefferson, that story was pretty fucked up too. So anyway, we're about 30 minutes in. There's a lot going on this page. A lot of things that you can get a virus from. Shit. I don't know computer virus, especially a rootkit. Should be daunting. Said another headline: Sean Grayson, deputy charged in fatal Sonia Massey shooting, had disciplinary issues. All right, so we'll drop this link. See if anyone wants to come up. Anybody wants to come up now? Look, I know I'm not trying to force anybody into a point of view with me, because I understand that some of you guys in your real lives, y'all got white friends, and you know, y'all on that all lives matter shit. Kev, there's a very thin line between being fair and seeking validation from those who hate you. Hmm. Kind of like the NWA line, the black police showing out for the white cops. A lot of black is what you're saying is a lot of black folks like to show out for their buddies, or well their white counterparts. Well, I don't think everything is about race. Shit like that. Yeah, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of like that Tommy Sotomayor got treated like that by Richard Spencer, so he can look like a product of his own foolishness. I mean, when you buck dance and it doesn't work publicly, that's embarrassing. That man tried to go to a white nationalist who was on the side of his own white folks and try to kiss ass. I hate them niggas too. Shoot. Man, they don't care about you like that. They don't. So how is it you gonna play the fair guy? Or, it's like very little was saying, self-hatred. Christopher the Conqueror says fair really can only be applied in respect to the law. In personal interactions, you judge people by the metric they judge others. That's an actual biblical model. LOL. Well, when I say fair like that, I do mean in terms of, structure wise, like a job. I mean, personal, your personal lives, you treat people accordingly and however. I mean, you're not gonna be on the same level with everyone. But as far as furthering ourselves in society, whenever seems like there's a white person in charge or over everything, it seems like everybody who's put in important positions are white. You can climb the ladder as a black person, but you got to be real. Like you gotta be able to tightrope real good. But all these other groups that come over here and then they start businesses, they start lives, they start community. You as a black person cannot get hired at their businesses. Sotomayor got what he deserved from Spencer. I look forward to the day when Candace Owen gets the same. But Candace kind of plays for the other team. When a black woman marries a white man, they automatically have their under white leadership. Infinito, something in Spanish. Yeah, I do not understand. I do respect other cultures, but I am a what do you call like unilingual? Is I only know one language, English. Although I do know some words out of other languages, it's not enough to have a conversation. Okay, but I know you're saying something about racism. Shoot, does anybody know Spanish in here? Tell me what that says. Shatterstar Games. What's good? Oh, you translated. The guy killed and murdered her because he was racist. His nature was that of a murderer, and he was looking to kill someone. Okay, okay, all right. Infinito. All right. Oh yeah, RPM. You are unilingual like me. You only know the English language. But thanks for the translation, Shatterstar Games. Yeah, what's good? Yeah, that's kind of okay. So, I heard someone said this a while back, and I believe it was in this space, and they said it like this: Black men are the only people within the black community that are race loyal. Black women are. Black men are. Black women are. Do y'all believe that's true? Do y'all believe that black men are race loyal and black women aren't? Or black men are more race loyal than black women? Do you think that's a good thing? Do you think that's a bad thing? Infinito, speak English. I mean, it's okay to ask for that. Is there some Christopher the Conqueror pretty much says it's definitive. Black men are way more race loyal. Yeah. I mean, it's beaten into our consciousness. We are not only the most race loyal, we are also gaslit and dick policing being the most race loyal as well. Yeah. So this is why you got a lot of these black men that are so-called quote unquote going their own way. Um, a lot of black men saying get your passport and such because what did that race loyalty get them? According to them, I don't think it's by choice. Black men are very, very, very early on. Knew white men had access to black women, whether they liked it or not. Hmm. You think that's where the race loyalty comes from? Because black men saw black women were loyal to white men, or just the access. We're more race loyal, but that's true for everyone. That's true for everyone. As in, is that true for all groups of men? If you really think about it, men are more race loyal than women. Women don't care about race loyalty like that. Some brothers are, but let's be honest. Some black men will sell out and backstab the other brother in the back for a minute. Okay, so let's talk about race loyalty in a better context. I think when it comes to love and sex, black men are more race loyal than black women. As far as love, sex, family building, black men probably aren't. We're going to be race loyal to each other. Some black men can become a collective like that. Other black men, I wouldn't hold my breath. No, I think it's rooted in access. A culture developed from that. Oh, okay. I think we. I think in the same demographics, if you split up, black men are loyal, but they are for different reasons. I would say we're the most loyal, race loyal in our group. Black women do it for status, good hair, and light skin. Good God. The conqueror is right. White men have always had access to black women. So, mm. If you were a black man messing around with a white woman, you would be hung. A black woman could have 10 mulatto kids and even have pride in it, no issue. Mm. I agree with Barry on that one. We're more race loyal in that sense. Mm. Okay. Yeah. So if that's wrong, how should black men proceed? If it's a problem that black men are more race loyal, how should we proceed as black men? Because being race loyal means a lot of things. I mean, I don't think that people sometimes I don't think people understand the depths of race loyalty. That means you are for everything black, you protect everything black, you look out for everything black. Basically, race loyalty means that you're like the ultimate pro black and you marry within your race. To say that men do that on some type of sucker tip, yeah, maybe we do need to proceed differently as a group of men. When it comes to relationships and marriage, we tend to be more loyal than black women. Let me tell you something, black women will proclaim all over social media that they are the most loyal when it comes to race. We're the most loyal group of women. And then you always have these divestiture types. We need to stop being so loyal to black men. They aren't loyal to us. And the reason why they say that is because some celebrity got married to a white woman. Some black man celebrity got married to a white woman. It would be good for the whole race was down with it. The problem is black women identify as their own group at the expense of black men. So race loyalty for black men is self-destructive, oddly enough. Hmm. I said we're race loyal while other groups of men are race conscious. That means they can have pride in their race and still engage with other races sexually, financially. We need to be this. I don't think that the whole of the race would allow the whole of the race would not allow that to happen. Black men cannot marry other groups of women and be seen as race loyal, even though they might be, like a Robert Smith. I would always say that Robert Smith, people got mad at Robert Smith because he did that for Morehouse, and Morehouse is the boys' school. You know, there was probably some feminists out there. What about black women? And then they saw that Robert Smith was married to a white woman, and his good deed did not matter. They aren't. There's just a whole lot of gaslighting on their part. Let me get this off the screen. Yeah. Yeah, so if nobody's gonna come up, I mean, I do thank the people who came through on this Saturday night. It wasn't really much to say about that because what is understood does not need to be said. I'll say that. What is understood does not need to be said. Let's see. And a lot of us as men, as black men, are just afraid to admit it. We're afraid to admit it. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes it seems that we scared of other folks. Some of us, not all of us. I'm tell you something about me. I ain't never been scared of white folks. I ain't never been scared. I grew up slap in the middle of Montgomery, Alabama. All right, so what's good, Shattered? You got Van Jones up in the building.
Hey, what's up with you, kid, man? How you doing, bro?
Yeah. What's good, man?
Hey, man. Just an observation, man, from what you were saying. Yeah, I think most of the time black men are race loyal when it comes down to just our family and our matriarchs. Just speaking for myself, for sure. If you brought home a woman that was anything but our race, my grandmother would she damn near disown you. You know what I'm saying? Now, seriously, like old Mississippi grandmama not wanting to see you with no white woman, period. I don't care. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? So you can bring one home, but don't look for her to come to the cookout. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I guess that has gotten a little more relaxed, I guess, as the millennials and the Gen Zs go now. As you can see the amount of mixed race kids and stuff. But back in the day, black men was some of the most race loyal, to your point, I would say. Even, with black women would have sex with white men in Mississippi, that wasn't, punishable by death. However, if you get caught with a white woman just driving down a couple of highways in Mississippi, Highway 61, 59, 55, that's almost a death sentence. That's in the 90s. I'm talking death sentence, bro. Them cops catch you in the car with a young white girl. Oh man, you better hope you in the city somewhere, because if you on a dark country road, man, they might never find your body.
Damn, shoot. So, all right. So, back to the whole thing of race loyalty. Do you think race loyalty has anything to do with the reason why Sean Grayson was able to stay employed up until the moment where he killed Sonya Massey?
Grayson, man, I looked at his record, and from what I seen, and from the old police chief, from what they were saying, from the interview that they did with him, saying that he didn't even know how he was able to even keep his job after the DUIs, the complaints. I mean, if you get a couple DUIs, brother, you can't even get a driver's license. How was he able to drive a city vehicle, period? I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's harder to become a truck driver than it is to become a cop.
For him
Yeah.
now, because he got the complexion. Had that been a brother, DUI, man, as soon as you get up in there, you're not finna drive city property with this DUI on your record, man. They're not gonna let you do it, bro.
Mm. Yeah, we got Christopher the Conqueror here. What's good?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Salute. Hey, you wrong for that Van Jones picture, man.
Hey, look, I just kept it on there. I said, man, we need to expose these crying fools, man. Forget this
Yeah.
stuff. It's ridiculous, man. People actually think we support these dudes. Well, I know we don't, but I mean, you know, they go unchallenged, man. So yeah, put him on there. The crying man, available on CNN's greatest hits.
Yeah.
To Kev's point about the race loyalty, I just got a little 3 points. I'll get them out the way real quick. I ain't trying to take up too much time. One, yeah, motherfuckers be scared as hell. Motherfuckers are scared of other races because you can tell the way motherfuckers move when they get around them. I clown motherfuckers at work. I be like, "Oh, you going to go tap dance for so and so?" They know what they on. Two, is race loyalty involved with the police officer? Hey, shit, I don't know too much about Illinois, so I mean, I can't speak for the area. But the shit wouldn't surprise me if he was on some, that good old boy system, or it could be that these motherfuckers are so undermanned in their departments, they just let whoever the fuck they want to come up in there with a badge. So it could be a mix of both.
It's Springfield, so it ain't Chicago, and a lot of people just get Illinois mixed up with Chicago. Chicago is the bastion of Democratic power in Illinois. For the most part, things south of there, as you pass Kankakee, Champaign, Urbana, and you start getting into the central of the state and the south and going closer to the eastern side, man, them people is straight up Hicks, man. They
Okay.
are. They is.
See, that makes sense. And then on Kev, last question with the race loyalty piece. Yeah, I mean, I think we know black men are way, way, way more race loyal. Only because, and again, I don't even really think it's because like it's a moral high ground or anything like that. It's just niggas knew, hey, when you got to this nation as a slave, if master want Bessie, he gonna get Bessie. And that's and niggas came, all right, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was like motherfuckers all got together and was like, hey, we gonna make sure that we stay down for our sisters. I think it was like, damn, this the only choice we got. Shit. But hell, man, I mean, black women been getting fucked and having mixed babies forever. So I think the culture kind of grew out of that. It's like, okay, nigga, you here for me, but if I want to go fuck Brad, then it is what it is. I mean, if you grow up in that shit, it's kind of normal. So that's kind of my take on it.
Okay. Got Detroit 313 with the super chat. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Says, have you heard the immigration got $20K on their food stamps and offered by Joe Biden and Harris? 2 years ago, immigrants already have free programs. And based on
I've seen that. And even before Harris got in here. I mean, this is not a new problem. It's exacerbated now because the amount of people that are coming and the amount of money that they're throwing behind it, but it's not a new problem. I can remember going with my sister to the food stamp office when I took her down there, and I sat down and I looked at the amount of people that were there, and then I looked at the application that she was filling out, and it was about maybe, I guess, about 6 pages. They ask you everything, what's your mama's last name? What's your maiden name? Social security number, did your grandfather have diabetes? They ask all this kind of stuff, including race. And I say out of them 6 pages, it had one part on there, I think it was about 3 questions down. So it's like name, age, DOB, and then it says race. And it says, if you check undocumented immigrant, it says, please do not fill out rest of sheet. Take sheet to front. Now, this ain't even on the first page, like the third question on the first page. So that means that they don't need no other information from you. No social security number, no real ID, no nothing. So if you're an illegal immigrant, you go straight to the front of the line. Meanwhile, my sister had to go over there, put her fingerprint. She had to tell them how much money she had in her pocket, in her bank account, this, that, and the other. And then they was getting $2,000 for I think 4 kids. They was getting $2,000. This is back in the Obama administration. He was getting $2,000 for 3 kids and EBT cash, like $700-800 EBT cash. So they was getting
God
about,
damn.
that's $3,000 a month. And then what one Mexican lady was doing, she was taking their money. Okay, they had messed around and got a taco stand. So they would just buy all this stuff from the taco stand. Now we go and shop and we buy tacos from these people, but they go over there and they make millions and millions of dollars off these food stamps. And see, that's how they do. They come here, they build their businesses on our backs, and then come back and tell us we're lazy. I mean, you can't make it up, bro.
Hey, it's gonna get worse until immigrants decide to start voting Republican. Then you'll see shit'll change. But hey, as long as they're gonna try and get undocumented immigrants to fucking vote, and they assume they're gonna vote Democrat, this shit gonna keep happening. Because I don't know if y'all remember, but Obama, he used to talk a lot of shit about like the border and securing that shit and stopping the crime. And then like the midpoint of that second term, it just disappeared. He was like, all right, I ain't gonna talk about it no more. And I remember wondering like, damn, why they don't care about like keeping a secure border? And then somebody hit me on, is like, they're trying to get them to vote, right? So I was like, oh, okay, that's why.
And that's why they gave them licenses in California, and they made it illegal to not give them licenses. Meanwhile, you're trying to pay your child support off and pay your arrearages, and they suspend your license, creating you into a criminal just for going to work to pay the money that you owe the state and your baby mother. Now, make sense.
All right. Thank you for the super chat. Barry Little, save for the collection plate. Hashtag support independent black male media. All right. Thank you.
Salute.
All right. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask y'all a question. Do you consider yourself race loyal? Do either one of you consider yourselves race loyal?
I mean, if that means that, do I have any kids by other than black women? That would be I would guess I would say I'd be race loyal. Yeah.
Okay.
Shit. If you mean am I a hotel? Nah, I fuck plenty of non-black women, but I'm married to a black woman, so maybe. My point is, I want my race to do well, but if that means I gotta fucking toe behind some broad because she's a broad, then nah.
Yeah, that's why I said, do I have any kids? Because I've had white chicks, I've had a couple Blackanese broads, a couple of Hispanic chicks. I ain't got no kids by them. So in the term of that, like where my kids are and who I have had a marriage with, it hasn't been outside my race. So I guess if you using that as a definition, I would say in that form, yeah, I would be race loyal.
Yeah, but see, I feel that, but Umar, he wouldn't consider you race loyal because you fucked other women that wasn't black. So like Robert Smith, you know what I'm saying? He got a white woman, but he done achieved all this shit. He done poured money into the black community. You'd be like, yeah, that's a race loyal dude. He trying to put his people on. But hey, for whatever reason, these motherfuckers is like, hey, if you fuck a woman that don't look like your mama, you're not loyal to the race. Hey, if that's what it is, cool. I don't give a fuck. Y'all niggas ain't on no shit for real, so it ain't nothing to me.
Well, he can kiss my ass. Like I say, man, Dr. Umar, I'm sure he got a couple snow bunnies running around over there. I don't want to hear nothing Dr. Umar got to say.
Man,
he definitely fucking them snow bunnies. I ain't mad at you, boy. Go ahead and do your hustle, man. Get your money. If them bitches like to hear that shit and get money out of you, hey, do what you got to do, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah. I ain't mad, man. That's the dick police, and I think Kev was talking about it. That's the difference. I ain't no dick police, so I don't care what you do. Me, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It's just weird shit. It's like I feel like race loyal mean I'm trying to better my people. But hey, if you putting your dick in a girl that's from fucking Colombia or from fucking Montana, you not race loyal. I'm like, my nigga, Frederick Douglass had a white wife. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think that race loyal, when it comes down to race loyalty, I think it just comes down to who you stick your penis inside of. And I think it is that basic. I don't think that is anything to do with furthering of the race. And if it were on the context of the furthering of the race, then a lot more people, especially black men who married outside the race and fucks with women outside the race, would be seen as race loyal. I mean, I've seen more examples of black men doing with white wives doing for the black community than I see full black couples doing for the black community. Just
Yeah.
name one. Name one of them. That man Scott Keller said all pink in the middle. Said it's gonna come out one day he fucking a white woman. They probably talking about Umar. Detroit 313. Thank you for the super chat. And he said, I heard that on the East Coast, immigrants got free programs, free housing, free Section 8, getting over about 150K. Plus, they got a free PS5 in New York because of what? All that?
Yeah, man. Detroit.
Some you got to work for. Some you got to work for. Some you can barely keep your bills up, and they giving it to them like that.
Yeah, see, like, man, different cities, man. Like New York is Gotham, man, and Chicago is Gotham. It's baby Gotham. Detroit also is baby Gotham. They have a different program in Chicago, and I'm sure New York has one as well. It's separate than the regular welfare. It's called aid. Okay, and aid is different than regular welfare, and what he is saying is true. There's Section 8. There's a cost of living upgrade. They got all kind of cash programs. It's delineated through the city, delineated through the state health and human services. They got NPOs that's doing it, and they got churches that's doing it. They giving money. Yes. I don't know about the PS5, but hell, with the amount of money that they're giving, you could buy 20 damn PS5s. Aid used to be mostly black people down at the aid office in Chicago. But now, they will give you basic aid. They ain't giving you nothing extra now. They give you a little food stamps. They give you some housing. They give you access to the projects. They give you a couple of little stuff here and there, maybe some work programs here and there. But for the most part, you're on subsistence living. Whereas the new aid programs that they got, it's like they are giving them the American dream. I mean, they can basically damn near take that stuff. They ain't got to go live in the project. They can go live in the suburbs and live better than you with no job and just with aid. So Detroit, I can't find no wrong with what you're saying because I've seen it and it ain't new. The new stuff is just worse. It's like I couldn't see how it could get worse, but yes, it has. Brother, it has. It's sad.
Hey, but if you bring that shit up, like, hey, why you giving all this free shit to the immigrants, but you got citizens that need help? They be like, oh, there you go, looking for a handout.
Mm-hmm. Or what is the gaslight they use? We can't be selfish in believing that we can't help others. So Detroit 313, are you talking about B Miles, the guy who had the YouTube channel B Miles Conscious Radio or something like that? He said he lived out there on the East Coast and he saw immigrants got the PS5 for free.
Well, shit, I'm finna go to the county and tell them I'm an immigrant. I'm from fucking the DR or some shit. Let me get some free shit.
Yeah. So they're taking the tax dollars that us American citizens pay and they're doing for all these other groups of people.
Yeah, I told somebody that, man, myself, Kev, and to Chris's point, I told a friend of mine, I said, at one point, I said, man, I'm just going to be a legal immigrant. And they laughed. They laughed. Everybody laughed. They're like laughing. And I was running my landscaping company at the time. And I had this big old sombrero hat on. I'm cutting the grass. They said, man, you look just like a Mexican. I said, yeah, I know. And as I drive my truck around the city, I actually noticed that I got stopped less. Okay, check this out now. I got stopped less by the police. Okay, I got way more jobs. You know what I'm saying? And no comprende English works on a lot of people. And I noticed I got messed with a lot less. I made more money. I got more jobs. And I had less problems with the police. And I said, man, you know what? Being a legal immigrant ain't half bad.
Yeah, shit, I come over this, I jump a fence. If that's the case, shit, I ain't even mad at you. Hey, motherfuckers gonna give you free shit and they ain't gonna fuck with you. Hey, I can't even be mad at it. Go on, swim across the river, bro. Because they letting you in.
You can't beat them. You gotta join the motherfuckers, man. Hey, I'm finna get me a taco stand right now and some food stamps, man. I'm gonna go down there and tell them I'm illegal tomorrow.
I may have a mariachi band playing in front of.
Hey, you know what, Kev? I was thinking about something the other day. I got to take some shit back. It was a while ago, like a couple weeks ago. I said, "Ain't no way Kamala gonna win because white women ain't gonna vote for her." But you know what? The more I think about it, she actually might win this shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She has a much better chance than Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a lot of black dudes that gonna vote for her because the girl want them to vote for her. So
Oh yeah. Mama wants you to vote for her too.
Yeah,
Very
it's only
little.
if it's us, brother. It's only everything else is called what do they call it? Economic stimulation.
yeah, aid. Yeah, we helping out the people.
Yeah, that bullshit.
Yeah, Bear Little said it's only a handout if it's us. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The man said if Kamala wins, we are screwed. Man said Kamala might get white women vote over 45%.
Oh, if she do, it's a wrap. She got it. If she can get 45%, she gonna be the president. I don't know what her fucking policy gonna be because she don't talk about fucking policy. But hey, if motherfuckers don't care about policy, they just want to see Meg Thee Stallion twerking.
They don't care about what's factual. They don't care about what's policy. They care about how a motherfucker make them feel. That's what they care about.
White women are gluttons for punishment. They like to be BDSM'd and all this craziness. So, you look at black women, how they treat the Karens. If you just looked at that Karen Zoom call that they had, and they basically had the white women in there say, shut up, don't question anything a BIPOC person says, get on your knees for black people, and don't you dare question them ever. And you just let them, dictate to you. And, we're our allies, and we have to check our privilege at the door, and we're going to do whatever BIPOC people tell us. We're going to say it loud and proud, and don't ever question anything. I'm like, my God.
That's real. That's real shit. I done said it before. It's like, look, man, the only person that a black woman, I hate to generalize, but I got to keep it a buck. The only motherfuckers that black women hate more than black men is white women. They hate them motherfuckers.
They will join pinkies with them in feminism, though.
Yeah, they with a passion. That is one group. I have seen a woman. It's the nicest white woman in the world. Nicest. I mean, she tips too. White people tip, and I like a good tip when I'm doing good work, man. Hey, man, the woman come in and tip me good. Black woman come in. I can't stand that white woman. I said, man, why you don't like her? Oh man, it's just the way how she carry herself. This and that. I'm like, man, she just tipped me, motherfucker. You don't never tip, and you always got something to say, man. Leave that white woman alone, motherfucker.
Hey, that's real shit. I'd have been around enough hoes to know, man. Like, if she got shit, even black girls, if she got any type of Eurocentric features, like if she light skinned or she got some long hair, man, you be like, yo, they would kill this motherfucker if you let them. This shit is kind of crazy. I'm a dude. I ain't never looked at a white dude or any dude for that matter and said, damn, I want to be like that motherfucker. It ain't never happened to me.
Man, they will always act like they do. That black men do that shit, and we fucking don't.
Oh yeah, I saw that Keel Bonner. That's a good video you should get, Kev. I'm gonna try to find it and send it to you. It was a $5,000 dinner, kind of like these galas where they have these political pundits and they have these little think tanks of professors and journalists and Democratic Party operatives. And they would sit down at this table, and it was like two black women. They obviously looked like, to me, they like some kind of, feminist professors. Look like they could be part of the LGBTQ spectrum. They talking up in there. So it's like a whole, round table of white women and maybe one or two black ladies. And they was like, the white woman said, well, I'm not a racist. And I always been, with black people and y'all struggle and stuff. And I just don't like when people call us, having privilege and Karens, because, I never was that kind of person. That black woman said, be quiet. You shut up. You don't understand. You have privilege. I mean, she attacked that woman like she stole her child. And I'm like, these people paid $5,000 to come over here and let you talk to them like that? Man, I asked for my refund and walk up out of there, man. I couldn't keep no self-respect doing that shit, man. Them people, white women is crazy. That man ain't lying about that. I seen that.
That's some crazy shit to pay money to have a motherfucker talk down on you. But hey, if you like it, I love it. My take on it is, hey, this is what y'all wanted, so you're gonna have to eat the shit.
Yeah. All right. Detroit 313, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. He said Trump might win this because Trump has 55 million of crypto holders.
Hey man, we'll see. I personally, I don't think enough black men gonna. I think white women gonna be the decider because I think the majority of black dudes they gonna vote for Kamala because it's a symbol for whatever reason. I guess they feel like they can vicariously live through this woman. I don't know.
I think it's kind of going in the other direction if you really look at it, because see, we got to remember the media is skewed and polls are skewed. So if you remember from the first Trump election, okay, if you looked at black men's participation, right, they start saying, well, you know, some black men were starting to vote for Trump. And then the second time it came around, then they said, you know, it was a definite fracture, but it was still nothing to make a big difference in the whole Democratic voting bloc. And then now it's a overwhelming. So now black men are not only there voting silently for Trump, now we are saying to hell with this. If we don't say something now and it all goes to hell, then I couldn't live with myself. I have to say something, brother. And I tell people at the barbershop, I catch people at the job telling them, I'm like, look, man, I'm telling you, brother, because now we're open and saying it. Hey, man, you know, this could be a problem. So I do see more support for not just saying for Trump, but just from what we don't want. I've seen a lot more in white women. I don't think they want to vote for Kamala on a big average. I think some of those 100,000 Karens, then they have some Karens that'll do it just because they're self-immolating themselves, burn themselves up to do this. But most white women, they don't want to vote for a woman, first of all, and they damn sure don't want to vote for Kamala. So I think they are now scared to kind of say we don't want to vote for Kamala. But I think as we go along, it'll start being like how black men, at first they was like down on us, you better vote for Biden, you better vote for Kamala. And now black men saying, man, you can't shame me into voting for your people. Your policies have negatively affected me. And you keep gaslighting me, telling me the economy is great. I can't stand that most of all. When they say, well, the economy is great. And I'm like, man, who they talking to? Why they keep saying this to us? Like, if they say it enough times, then what, we gonna believe it? When I know my bank account is nowhere near where it used to be at. I mean, interest rates, gas, food, energy prices. My God, say the cars. Everything is up. But then you got people that will sit there and say, no, the economy is better. I'm like, for who?
No, that's facts. I think, kind of to your point, I think the silent vote, I think that's really what's going to decide it, because white women do not want to vote for fucking Kamala. And I don't think you're going to get a lot of white women that will publicly say, I'm not going to have some black bitch be the president before a white woman becomes a president. They ain't going to say it out loud, but when they go into that booth, I feel like they're going to vote how they feel.
Yeah, that's what all of them are gonna do. They're gonna vote with their feelings. They're gonna vote for their emotions. They're gonna vote who they feel as if they can live vicariously through. Everybody who just getting here, please hit that like button. Got Devin D in here. Scott Keller, what's good? Got 26 likes and 2 dislikes. All right, the serial dislike button masher is not alone tonight.
Oh man, double dislikes, man. What an accomplishment they have done today.
Yeah.
Double dislikes. Hey, pull up, nigga. Come on, talk your shit. Don't hit the dislike and dip. Stand on your square.
They're not gonna do it. Aaron P, what's good, man? Thank you for your continued support as a member, and all of you that are in the chat as well. Please, that are members. Thank you for your continued support. We was talking about how Sean Grayson, guys who are allowed on the street to work gainfully, how they keep getting chances, and now it led to the death of someone. Then we got into a discussion about race loyalty and politics. That's where we're at. So,
Yeah, I say that for sure. Back then in that Springfield department, it had to be. I agree with you, Kev, and I think Chris said to the point too. It is some good old boy system over there for sure. Had that guy had been in a city like, let's say, Houston, where they are short with some cops, but the pool of potential hires is bigger. They would definitely say, even if he was a good old boy, those dudes that's running the hiring system would look and say, you got 3 DWIs and you beating people? They would probably say, nah. They might put you in the jail, but they ain't gonna give you no patrol car. They may put you on some traffic duty outside, looking at some meters, but they ain't finna put you on no first response patrol. Nah, won't happen.
all right. Detroit 313 say even truck drivers are voting Trump because their money economy is difficult to book. Sora C said, I have a feeling you know who disliking your videos, Kev. Could be the fat guy. It could be somebody who, I don't know. Somebody I'm kind of hoping it is. But, either way, I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Hey y'all, don't forget MOT pulled up to say, I'm not the one that's liking your videos, and then nigga dipped out.
yeah, he already disavowed it. He said he's not the one doing it. So I wonder who it is.
Did I miss that one? Are you seriously just joking?
Bro, I'm not bullshitting, bro. The nigga, I don't know shit about this MOT dude. I don't even know who the fuck he is. I ain't never seen a video. Bro pulled up in the chat and said, nah, I'm not disliking your videos. I'm like, oh shit, they got beef. All right, nigga, come on up and say what you gotta say, man. Like, hash it out. And then the nigga dipped. And I was like, see, this is why bitches be on y'all head, because there's a lot of hoe ass niggas on here. Bro, it's the fucking internet.
Man, you couldn't pay me to believe that, but I guess so, man. I mean, if you say it's true, I got to go with the truth, man. That's crazy that the nigga would do that, man. That's crazy.
It is.
I'm like,
what it
damn,
is.
it's just a conversation. Shit.
It is what it is.
Man, that's funny, dog. You know what? I was thinking, man. On another note, man. What do y'all think about football season this year? Y'all got any picks, man? Y'all got any early picks while preseason starting up, man? Y'all got any early picks for who gonna come out the AFC, NFC?
No. I don't.
Yeah, it's kind of early. I'm a Steelers fan, but I don't think we're gonna do nothing. I think San Fran probably gonna take it personally.
Okay, San Fran. I can see that. I want to see obviously what Houston gonna do this year. I like to see what CJ Stroud got in store and what D'Amico and them pull out, man, with another season, man. Looking good from last season. It can only go up. I was thinking about putting together a little friendly fantasy league, man, for all the brothers in the space too, man. You know what I'm saying? For promotion entertainment purposes only, but we'll have a small purse that could be won. I was thinking a total points purse and also a Super Bowl purse. So for everybody, I figure maybe 10 teams, you know what I'm saying, should be able to get enough guys to get in, man, you know what I'm saying, and put together a little fantasy football league for the brothers, man, with a payout on the back end of it if any of your brothers was interested in it, just, for a little entertainment fun, a little couple dollars.
Hey, that'd be clutch. I buy into it.
Yeah, I'm looking to see should we do it through ESPN or NFL.com. Right now, I might just put up a little later when Kev get done. I might put up just a stream. Just if anybody wants to get in, you give me your email, and then I'll send you guys an invite to so we can get the players drafted and all that stuff. So, just something that brothers in the space can do, man, make a couple of dollars and do something positive. And then it's a payout, man. And it's something, positive, that we can do. And everybody that's into football too. And then, doing something, man, that, separates us from all that, people say, oh man, all brothers do online is talk about women and SBE content, man. Forget all that, man. Sometimes, man, Brother need an outlet, fantasy football league, man. You know, that right there makes some money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, got their own teams. I stream the live game matchups as well. Trying to get in contact with Snowman since he's our resident sportscaster dude. Maybe he could live stream some of the sportscasts as well. Just using our brothers, man, that doing good stuff in the space and utilize what we got, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of positive and smart brothers. And, you know, give us something fun for a chance to do, man, instead of all this bickering and infighting and all that, man. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Oh, I hear it. But hey, the SBE, I just got one thing to say on that. Hey, man, if niggas want to come up here and complain because their mama did them dirty and they hoes is outrageous, hey, I thought the whole point of this shit was a spot where black men could finally just talk their shit. Even if I don't agree with the shit, talk your shit, man.
Yeah. I mean, that was the point, in my point. But you know, that's the woman thing where, you know, always say it would attack men for speaking our you know, our experience and what we have dealt with over the years. You know, they say, oh, you know, that's all they talk about. You know, and it's like, well, you know, if you don't like what's being said, you always can just turn the channel. You know,
Nah, they gotta report you. They gotta get your shit shut down.
It's hate speech.
It's like, damn, it wasn't, what's the chick name? Cynthia G, right? Wasn't she talking about abort black babies?
Cynthia G still has a channel. She got
Yeah.
about 60K on it, but she doesn't do content.
Like damn, that actually is hate speech. I'm like, damn, she telling motherfuckers if it's a boy, kill it. Like, god damn. But hey, I don't know. I guess if you got a pussy, you can do and say whatever you want to do. That's the world we live in.
Well, that's their agenda. That's definitely their agenda. You know, that's their number one target. You know, black males. So we can't get mad at her for, you know, saying what we want.
No, that's fast. Hey, if it's one thing I learned, man, you trying to make some money on this YouTube shit, just make you a channel, start shitting on black men, man. You get some good money. Ain't no money in this manosphere shit, but you want to get some money? Talk about how Pookie and Ray Ray beating these hoes down and all this other shit. You'll get some good money. You'll get a lot of followers.
Yeah, sure. But I'm trying to get it by being a genuine person. You know, I think that can work. Hopefully it can one day. I mean, there's still time. But anyway, all right, gentlemen. I think I'm about to shut this down. Do y'all have anything else y'all like to say before I shut it down?
I ain't got much. I'll pull up for the smoke show tomorrow. Let's see if somebody pull up.
Yeah, smoke show is tomorrow night. Yes. What about you, Van Jones? Oh man, all the people in the world. There's still morality in this society. Like, you know. What up? Hey, Shatter, you there? Shatter. Okay, well, since he didn't say anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and go along my final statement. Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, black men just want things to be fair. I think and fair, I don't believe is something that we are going to get. So maybe we should employ more ruthless tactics. I mean, this whole being nice and, you know, waiting for the white man to prosper and hopefully one day uh it'll boil down to fairness and shit and it's just I don't think there's something that's gonna happen. So uh what we need to do basically is get back to the drawing board and figure something else out. Or, you know, one day eventually we'll all be doomed. So you know, just let's look forward to the doom, I guess. So anyway, yeah, smoke show is tomorrow night. Smoke show is tomorrow night. Please be there. If if you haven't been to a smoke show, tell you right now about my smoke shows. They are smokeless. I mean, I got a little bit of smoke last week, but I wouldn't say that supplements for all the smoke I've missed out on all the other weeks that I've done shows. But yeah, this broadcast was basically, you know, is basically I'm aware of something that I've observed my entire life. And it's because it seems like some places in this society are more equal than others. And, it might be due to some unfair leverage by groups of people based on their color of skin. And we as black men, we need to stop being pussies about it. And we need to start admitting this so we can, and I'm not saying play the victim. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is just an acknowledgement of the truth. I'll say that. So anyway, that's it. I will wrap this up. Long live the habitual line steppers. Black man, just go out there and win. Peace out.